Hey, what's going on YouTube? Velocity Smith 81 back at it again here with another episode of Random Pack Retro Rebuild. Here we're going to be opening 2021 football and then putting them into Madden 22. Or is it Madden 21? I can't remember. Madden 22, I think. It's the one that has Mahomes or Brady on the front of it. It's not the new one. It's last year's. Anywho, so you guys know the deal. I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel. We'll go ahead and rip the pack and then put them in the game. So let me go ahead and go over to our famous picker wheel here. We'll go ahead and spin it here. Let's see if we actually get the Prism pack or not. And we get Chronicles Pack 1. Alright, you guys see Prism Pack. The Prism Pack was in there. So it was definitely there to roll. So, Chronicles Pack 1. The rest of these are put to the side, as always, for next week. And we'll go ahead and open this up. And then again, like we usually do, guys, we'll put them in the game. Hope everybody's having a great week. So here we go. You guys know the deal. The first team that we pull will be the team that we rebuild. And that team is the Bears. So we're getting the Bears this time around with David Montgomery. Let's go ahead and see who else we're going to get. We're going to get rookie Trey Lance. So again, the rookie is going to get that +4 since it is a base and rookie. Looks like we're going to get some defensive help with Jeffrey Simmons. And Miles Sanders from the Eagles. We're also getting Dak Prescott from the boys. Could come over and help. Josh Allen. Yep, just might be our quarterback unless we get a legendary character. Russell Wilson, I believe, is already the quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals that is in our series here. That's from episode 1 of Retro Rebuilds. So go down and check that out. Aaron Jones. Some running back help there. And we're getting an Ian Book rookie parallel or insert here. So that'll get a +5 for Ian Book. Also getting Jamar Chase. Put the +5 on the luminance. Jamar Chase rookie. Looks like we're also getting a Kellen Mond for the Gridiron King. So that'll be a +5 as well. And then we're also getting it on the on this one here. So this is actually going to be quite interesting because this is a +7, right? Because it's a rookie parallel and it's also an insert. But we also just got the Gridiron King. So together, Kellen Mond is going to be +12. Kellen Mond will be coming over to this team, rookie, as a +12 to all his attributes. All right, well, pretty good there. And they're also getting Joe Burrow. Okay, sure. This is a very quarterback-heavy pack here. And Tyreek Hill. So not bad there. And we're also getting Aaron Rodgers, because of course we are. All right. So, Aaron Rodgers, Joey Burrow, Kellen Mond on the +12, Ian Book, Russell Wilson, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott. So all those guys are just the quarterbacks in this pack. Just the quarterbacks in this pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quarterbacks. So half of this 15 card pack are quarterback. Yeah. All right. Well, so yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting rebuild on who's going to be the starting quarterback at least. Probably would be back-to-back MVP Aaron Rodgers. Although it could be Josh Allen or the +12 right here, Kellen Mond. So we'll definitely have to see who the starter is and how far they can take the team. Usually the best teams are usually the all-rounded, that get, some defense, some offense. So they did get Tyreek Hill and Jamar Chase on the wideouts, so that'll definitely help. Aaron Jones and Miles Sanders as the running backs. 8 quarterbacks, because you also got the rookie Trey Lance in there. All right, and then you got 3 running backs, only 1 defensive player to help out the Bears, and that is Jeffrey Simmons. So I guess Bears are going to bear, right? But sometimes that's how these packs go, guys. That's why they're random. So let's go ahead and put them in the game and see how they do.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Random Pack Retro Rebuilds. This will be the Chicago Bears. And you guys saw that pack. Kind of a very bad pack as far as, team goes. Well, not team, but, what players were in the pack. Because you guys saw we had 8 quarterbacks. So let's go ahead and check out the roster for the Bears since we went ahead and put them all in here. So as far as the quarterbacks go, Aaron Rodgers was the best one after it was all said and done. We do have Dak Prescott and Joe Burrow backing him up. Now we did also get Aaron Jones in that pack, so he'll be the starting running back now, along with David Montgomery and Miles Sanders. We did get Tyreek Hill and Jamar Chase. So, we got some pretty good receivers. So Rodgers definitely has some receivers to throw to. So we'll have to see if Rodgers owns the Bears, not only here, but also in this game as well. All right, and let's go ahead and look at the defense. What's great about, so we only got Jeffrey Simmons out of that pack, but the good thing about this defense is that it's not been gutted as it is in the current rosters. This team still has Roquan, it still has Khalil Mack, it still has Robert Quinn. So, not a terrible defense to help out this Bears squad. So hopefully Rodgers can, take this team to victory. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Just like as usual, we'll jump into the first game, and then we'll go ahead and send out to the playoffs. We'll check out all the stats and all that good stuff. So, again, guys, if you guys like this kind of content, please go ahead and kill the like button. Comment how you, of course, how you guys are liking the series. Consider subscribing if you're new, and then, of course, hitting that notification bell because we are bringing these out to you every week. So just in case, you don't miss them. Let's go ahead and jump in here and see how this turns out, guys.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. As we'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams versus Aaron Rodgers and the Chicago Bears.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams.
All right. What I usually do is go ahead and super sim here, go ahead and slow it down, and then we'll watch the first 2 series as usual.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Rams taking the field, ready for their first offensive series, and led out by their new starter for 2021 in his now 13th season in the National Football League, Matthew Stafford.
And what big news it was back in January when news leaked out that Matthew Stafford was leaving Detroit and heading out west to join the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are hoping he's the missing piece to the puzzle as they seek a Super Bowl title. Over 45,000 yards passing as a Lion, but not a single playoff victory in his entire tenure. The Rams general manager has said he can envision Stafford staying 5 to 8 years, which would take him into his 40s.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Second and 12.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40.
So defensively here, you've got Matt Stafford at quarterback. Now, we know he's been in the league a long time, but still getting accustomed to playing in a Rams uniform. So what's your biggest key to stopping him?
Well, normally you would say with any quarterback, it's pressure. Number of hits on him in the pocket, keep knocking him to the ground. But Matthew Stafford is one of the toughest quarterbacks in the league. He just keeps picking himself up and firing downfield. To me, it's that coverage of receivers, and when they go to make a catch, make sure you have someone there trying to make a play on the football.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeremiah Tauchu. Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, now in his 17th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's Rodgers. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
And Bronco fans have to be so excited because Von Miller missed 2020 with an ankle injury, suffered just days before the season opener. An 8-time Pro Bowler, the all-time sack leader for the Broncos, and the active leader in the NFL. They are happy to welcome him back.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
Back deep, Brandon Powell.
A beautiful fake. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready.
All right, so neither team really able to do anything there. Both drives kind of end in sacks, so both defenses doing pretty good there. So let's go ahead and just send them out here to the end. So the Rams do strike first, up 7-0. Chicago does answer back now, ties the game at 7. Here now in the 2nd quarter, LA goes up 14, now up 14-10. And they're here in the 2nd half. Rams pouring it on now, 24. Now Chicago trying to come back now, but LA Rams just looks like it may just be too much, but it looks like they are trying to come back though. Let's go ahead and try to jump in and see what happens.
On 2nd down, Akers trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now it's Stafford.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
All right, so the Rams do get the 1st down. That essentially puts this game on ice. We'll go ahead and sim it out to the rest here, but that's going to be your final score.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Los Angeles,
it's a victory for Matthew Stafford in his first game as a member of someone other than the Lions.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
All right, so that is your final score. Rams 31, Bears 29. Stafford ended the game with 327 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Aaron Rodgers had a stellar night, 345 yards and 4 touchdowns. Aaron Jones did end with 13 carries for 34 yards. Tyreek Hill, 8 receptions for 145 yards. Jamar Chase, 5 receptions for 96 yards. All right, so we're going to go ahead and sim to the midseason point and see where the team stands. And then go ahead and get to the playoffs. The only time we're going to probably watch another game is if we go up against one of the other rebuild teams.
Your team or quickly upgrade
and that should be, sometime in the playoffs, hopefully. We'll have to see if that happens or not. But let's go ahead and sim to midseason and see where they're at. Again, guys, I'll always remind you guys, this is a lot of fun to make. Sometimes it can take a while also to make. So if this is something you guys appreciate, please go ahead and hit that like button. Again, consider subscribing if you're new. It's free for you, and it actually helps my channel. Shows me that, this is the kind of content you guys like to see. All right, so at the halfway point, so the Vikings are actually 6-0. While the Bears are 4-3. In the division there, so hopefully the Bears can get into the playoffs. So let's go ahead and sim to the playoffs and see if they even make it. We'll have to see if they can even make it to the playoffs, or make a playoff run, a deep playoff run. See if they can even make it to the Super Bowl. Looks like they are in the wild card. They do actually win the division. 13-4. The Vikings were 12-5. Let's go ahead and look at the bracket. So the Bucks were first, or were number 1. The Bears were 3. The Rams were 2. The Cardinals were 7. That's another rebuild team. The Saints were 5. Another rebuild team. So the only rebuild teams that made it were the Cardinals and the Saints. And us, of course, the Bears. So we'll have to see if we face any of them coming up. Of course, we do have to get past the Vikings first. Let's go ahead and look at the... okay, here we go. Top performers: Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, and Zach Wilson are your passing leaders. Rushing leaders goes to Zeke, Eddie George, which was the legendary that we made. Nick Chubb, and then the receiving leaders are going to be Tyreek Hill, Calvin Ridley, and Randall Cobb. Sack leaders are Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and Melvin Ingram. Interception leaders are Levante David, Harrison Smith, and Darius Slay Jr. Your tackle leaders are Alexander Johnson, Bobby Wagner, and Denzel Perriman. Let's go and look at your yearly awards here. All right, so the yearly awards, MVP goes to Aaron Rodgers. Coach of the year goes to Urban Meyer. Ugh. The Jaguars. Nagy comes in at number 4. Offensive player of the year goes to Aaron Rodgers of the Bears. Defensive player of the year goes to Aaron Donald of the Rams. Mac comes in at number 2. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Mac Jones of the Cardinals. Jamar Chase comes in at number 5 for the Bears. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Micah Parsons of the Eagles. Best quarterback goes to Aaron Rodgers. Best running back went to Zeke. Aaron Jones comes in at number 8. Best wideout went to Tyreek Hill. Best offensive lineman went to Tristan Wirfs. No Bears there. Best defensive lineman went to Aaron Donald. Jeffrey Simmons comes in at number 10. Best linebacker went to Khalil Mack. Best DB went to Harrison Smith of the Vikings. Jalen Johnson does come in number 5. Best kicker went to Graham Gano of the Giants. And Cairo Santos gets number 7. All right, so those are your league leaders and your yearly award. Let's go ahead and look at individual stats here. Aaron Rodgers, wow, 4,659 yards, 44 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. He did have a 68% completion rating. And, of course, his quarterback rating was 116.7. Rushing here, Aaron Jones, 1,294 yards and 10 touchdowns, while Dave Montgomery also clocked in with 404 yards himself and 5. Aaron Rodgers also contributed with 200 yards and 5 touchdowns himself. Receiving, Tyreek Hill doing his thing, 1,435 yards and 13 touchdowns. A-Rob had 983 and 9. Chase also had 983 and 9. Jimmy Graham clocking in with 769 and 6. Jones comes in with 367 and 4 off his own receiving. On defense, Roquan Smith is your tackle leader, along with Alec Ogletree. For tackles for losses, Akeem Hicks comes in with 14, Khalil Mack with 11, and Eddie Goldman with 10. Coming in with your sacks, Khalil Mack is your team leader with 15. Jeffrey Simmons from the pack comes in with 13. Quinn with 10.5, and Akeem Hicks with 10. Not bad on the interceptions. 4 for Artie Burns and Jalen Johnson apiece. Roquan and Gibson clock in with 2 apiece themselves. Only 4 fumbles created, 1 recovered. Let me see if there's any defensive touchdowns. There was 1 from Jalen Johnson. Looks like he may have got a pick 6. Or, yeah, because his fumble recovery was for 1 yard. Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the playoffs here. Go and advance here. You know what? Let's go ahead and jump into that game and kind of see the play-by-play. And we'll see how it all shakes out here. I'm just going to go ahead and skip the intro here.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago.
All right, so we'll go ahead and just put it on normal here and go to the end of the game. We'll just sim it out here, see what happens. So Minnesota does strike first 3-0, now up 10-0 Minnesota. Have to see if Chicago can actually come back at all here. So they do strike, now down 10-7. Chicago does take the lead now, 14-13. 21-13 now Chicago. Let's see here. Chicago, puts another quick touchdown on the board. Now up 31-16. Now 31-23. Now in the fourth quarter. It is now tied. Chicago gets the ball. Let's go ahead and slow this down and see if they can take the game.
Rodgers to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Man open is Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Vikings going to use...
All right, so now the Vikings are all out of timeouts here. So at this point, they can just run the clock out and then just kick a field goal. Let's go ahead and see if that's what they're going to do here. So let's see here, see if they do that. No, they're actually now in overtime. Okay, so they decided not to kick that field goal, or they missed it. I didn't see what happened there, or they ran out of time.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hollow ground in sports.
The field goal?
But a good start.
I'm a little confused.
Terrific start because they get to move on.
Yeah, they kicked the field goal.
For the team
Okay.
that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
All right, and that's your final. So the Bears do kick the field goal at the end. 34-31 is your score. Aaron Rodgers ends with 363 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Russell Wilson had 360 yards and 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones had 28 carries for 121 yards. Tyreek Hill 6 receptions for 88 yards, and Jamar Chase 5 receptions for 49 yards. All right, so the Bears do advance here. We'll have to see who their opponent's going to be here in the next round. And we're going to know here momentarily. And it will be the Saints. So we'll go ahead and jump in here and watch the first couple series. Again, the Saints were our team last week. So definitely go down and check out that episode and see how that goes. We'll go ahead and see the clash here and see how the two teams fare out here, guys. Again, definitely go back and check out some of the other episodes so you guys can, kind of keep up with all the happenings.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Aaron Rodgers and the Chicago Bears versus Kyler Murray and the New Orleans Saints.
This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears.
All right, so slowing it down here, and we'll go ahead and watch the first couple series here.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Third season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray.
And how about his performance in the wild card round last week? Truly one for the record books. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. In fact, the statistician was questionable for this game, trying to recover from that one. And if you didn't know any better, you would have thought they were going 11 on 10 in that game all the way through. But now for this one, can he keep it going? Can he keep the hot hand?
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw is Murray.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he goes out right around the 39.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Another catch there for Waddle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
2nd and short. Is it a no-brainer to think I give it to my fullback and I pick it up?
You would think a no-brainer, but that time able to hit him for a loss.
Yeah, definitely was not a gimme, was it?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Robert Quinn able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Out is Lutz now for the New Orleans field goal attempt. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, now in his 17th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt.
Jalen Waddle deep to return it.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time.
All right, so both teams, took their time. The Saints were able to get their field goal. However, the Bears were really not able to do anything. So we're going to go ahead and sim out here to the rest of the game and see what can happen here. So Chicago actually gets a quick score, up now 7-3. New Orleans Saints does get another field goal while Chicago gets another touchdown, now up 14-16. New Orleans finally does get their touchdown, still down though, 14, now up 16-14 there. Looks like they got a field goal there right before the half. So the Saints get another touchdown, now up 23-14. 26-14 now the score. Chicago does finally get a score on the board there. But here with 2 minutes to go, looks like that'll be the game unless they can come back and get, you know what, let's go ahead and see here. So they need 8 points. So they need a touchdown and 2-point conversion.
Now Rodgers.
Pass complete to Robinson.
It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Able to find Jones.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete.
All right, so the Bears were not able to get the touchdown and 2-point conversion, so that is going to actually do it there for the game there.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
And that's going to do it. So the Bears go down to the Saints. 21-29 is your final score. Aaron Rodgers ends the game with 261 yards and 3 touchdowns, while Kyler Murray had 325 yards and 2 touchdowns himself. Aaron Jones, 12 carries for 61 yards. Tyreek Hill ends the game 3 receptions, 34. And Jamar Chase, 3 receptions for 51. So we'll go ahead and sim out and see who wins the Super Bowl. And then we'll go from there, guys. what a year this team had. Not terrible. Go ahead and sim to the Super Bowl here and see who makes it. So the Super Bowl is going to be the Saints who beat us and the Bengals. Let's go ahead and sim to the next week here. So it looks like the Saints are your Super Bowl champions. They take down the Bengals 24-14. Super Bowl MVP goes to Malcolm Jenkins. Again, your NFL MVP is Aaron Rodgers. Coach of the Year, Urban Meyer. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Rodgers. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Mac Jones. And Defensive Rookie of the Year is Micah Parsons. Again, guys, if you guys made it this far, thank you so much. I do appreciate each and every single one of you. If you guys like this content, please kill the like button. It really helps me out. Again, it's free to you, but it shows me that this is kind of content you guys like to see. And again, consider subscribing if you're new. Again, free to you, but it definitely helps me out to know that this is content you want to see. Comment down below, guys, if you guys like the series, what's your favorite part, or if there's anything you would change. But hey, guys, until next week, keep those packs ripping, and you guys have a great night. Thanks, guys.